Hi, welcome to Stamping and Crafting with Cheryl Diana. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a baby card using one of the celebration free products that's only available until next Wednesday. So let's get down and start crafting. So this is the stamp set I'll be using today. It is Cradled in Love, and for every £45 you spend, you can get this as a free product. As I've got a great niece arriving anytime this week, I thought this was an ideal time to make a card. So I'm going to start off with a landscape card base. So it's a sheet of A4 scored at 14.85 and then cut at 10.5. This way I've got two landscape card bases. So I'll put one to one side, and then I'm just going to burnish the end using the bone folder. So there's my card base. Next, I'm going to do a blue one for a boy because I want to make it really simple. So I'm going to cut a piece of balmy glue cardstock as a matte layer. Just check what size that one is. Yeah, I can use that as a base. So I'm cutting it at 10 centimeters and then at 14.3. So this will just be a very simple layered card. And next I need some basic white cardstock. So again, I will cut a matte layer down. So this time it will be 9.5. By 13.8. So it will fit like so. So we're going to stamp on here. So let me grab my stamping mat. And I'm going to stamp the crib using smoky slate ink. Because I want it not to be so bold as if I'd stamped it in black. So I have already wiped these on my stamping scrub to get rid of any residue from the manufacturer. I think I'm going to use a scrap piece of paper and just check that I've inked it all up, because yeah, that's good. So let's ink it again. I'm going to have it in slightly to that side, I think, like so. And then there is a little bit like that you can put on for the mobile. So I just ink that up and stamp that about there. There we go. So now I'm going to colour in the crib, and I'm going to use in my watercolour pencils because I want a nice sort of subtle effect to the card. So I'm going to get all my blues out. So we've got Balmy Blue, which is the colour that I'm using for the matte base. We've got the blue, we've got the Night and Navy. So I'll be using those three. So I'm going to do the Night and Navy on the blanket for the little line through it. And it's got quite a few lines, so it's coming in. Like so. And then I'm going to, excuse me, use my grey and just very lightly colour in the actual crib. So it's not all white. Let's find out I've got the wrong bits. Let's just rub them out. Yeah, if I start in the middle, might be easier. Then I can work away from it. That's better. Like so. It doesn't matter how hard you colour, because each time you do this, it'll be slightly different. Let's colour this bit in here. So I'm just giving it a very, very subtle colour now, because I think I want to keep it quite soft. And we can do this as well. Like this. Now I could go over it with a water marker, but I'm going to be using my blending brush, because I just want it just a little bit darker. So just go over it, and you can see that colour's just coming up a bit darker here compared to there. So just colour this in. And as you do it, you will see that there is some of the watercolour and pencil on the blender, which means for a piece like this, I can just colour it in, and you can see that it's added the watercolour to that area. So I'm just going like this, and then just finish it off these bits. And down here. And then I just want to do slightly darker. I'm going to use the black here, just make it just slightly darker here. like so. Okay, and then using my scrap piece of paper, just clean my nib and all my blend brushing. I want to bring in some of the balmy blue to match with the matte layer. So I'm going to colour a mattress in that colour. Like so. Of course, if you know the colour scheme of the baby's nursery, you could always use those colours instead of the traditional ones. So we just colour this in and doing the lines underneath. Like so. And I think I just might add a bit of grey that side as well, just to bring it in. So just check my nib's clean. There we go. So that's the cradle coloured in. Next, we're going to add the mobile, like so. So we use the grey again. And we're going to just want to check it again. Being as they're new stamps. Yeah. So bring this down a bit so I can see that I'm lining it up. Like so. And we can use Daffodil Delight for the star because we want nice and bright. The whale, we're going to have it blue, but using the blue pen. And you can have a grey body. And the moon, I'm going to do. I'm going to do yellow again. But the star, I'm going to add some orange to it, pumpkin pie to it, just so they're different. And then we'll let's add some more balmy blue to it. So we'll do this bit as balmy blue. And then again, I'm going to colour them in. So I want to do the blues together, because it won't really matter if there's still a bit on my nib. Like so. And the yellow first, and then the yellowy orange. Like so. And then let's do the grey tummy. Right, next, there is a rug that comes with it, but yeah, I think we'll just add a little bit underneath. So using the balmy blue, close my ink pads up because last time I got ink everywhere, and a scrap of paper underneath. I'm just going to stamp the rug underneath so the crib is not floating in midair, like so. Now, sentiment. So the sentiment I have chosen is welcome little one, which I can just stamp there using the balmy blue. This is just a simple stamped card for a beginner. So ink this up, and we're going to put this about so. Okay. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of balmy blue down here, just so it looks like a match rather than just dots. So this again. A little bit more, I think. Like so. And then we're going to stick them together. So glue it up. So, and then I'm going to see if I've got any embellishments that match. Could use those ones. Right, so we have a choice. You can either use the classic matte dots that have a grey, or the iridescent rhinestone jewels, or we can use these foil gem ones. So I'm a bit pinky, aren't they? I think they might go for the grey ones, the matte ones. So using my Take Your Pick, which is one of my favourite tools, I'm going to add one there, and one there. Just shift it over a little bit. So there's our first, whoops, let me try and get it into in the camera. That's our first simple stamped card. Let's move those out of the way. So using the other landscape card base, pencils away. I'm now going to step this up a little bit. Okay, just fold that down, burnish it in. So this time I'm going to do it in the pink, and then going to be using a bubble bath, because that is a lovely baby pink. So this time I'm going to cut my matte layer in this. So I want that to be 10. And any scraps like this I keep because it's ideal for a matte layer for your sentiment by 13.8. Just to one side. Just be like that. Nope, that's wrong size. Cut it too short. 14.3 I needed it. And another scrap that I can keep for a matte layer sentiment. That's better. Now I'm going to use the designer series paper for seeing which one looks best. I think we'll go for the hearts. So we'll do another layer, and this time it will be 13.8 by 9.5. So cut 9.5 first by 13.8. So now we have a matte layer, and then we're going to have a stamp layer again. So this will be 10.5, 10, 9.5. This will be 9 by 13.3. So it's going to be slightly smaller than the other one we did. Like so. So we're just going to layer it up. So we'll stamp it again, but this time I don't think I'm going to use the rug. So using my stamp mat. And the smoky slate again. We're going to stamp the crib. This time I'm going to stamp it further down. And I'll just put my hand in the ink again. Just get a cloth. So I'm going to stamp it further down. Yeah, like so. Cover that. And I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to stamp the thing for the mobile to hang down. So straight, let's get that straight. Like so. And then we're going to colour it in. Now, the nearest pink I have is Fresh Freesia, which I don't think is going to go with that. Let's just do a test piece. No. So what we can do is just squidge the ink pad slightly, and you'll see that you get some ink here. So I'm going to, using a relatively dry brush, I'm going to put the ink, hang on, this just needs a bit of water in it really. Come on. All right, that's better. And colour it in. Right, let's get... I think it's because something touches my mouse. Probably when I move stuff. So I'm just colouring in using the ink from the lid, just like so. I just realised I'm now doing a pink crib, which is fine, rather than a grey crib. But that is fine because you can get pink cribs, and it's going to be different. So colouring it in. This bit in around here. Just need to squish it a little bit more. So I get some more ink out of it. Colour this bit in as well. And the legs of the stand. And then lastly the line here. There we go. So we've coloured it in. Put it over there so I don't get it anywhere. And then of course just clean my nib. So now I think we're going to go with adding my favourite colour to the blanket, and that's Melon Mambo. So it's going to be a nice pop of colour. So as I said before, you could do it in purples, orange and greens. Just colour that in. There we go. Just see the blanket through there. And now we're going to add, I'm going to add, there's a little elephant. I'm wondering if we have him sat on the blanket, just to make it different. I'm going to sit him on top like so, and stamp the mobile as well. Like so. And then I should have enough space there for my sentiment, which you will. So we're gonna have a grey elephant. Yeah. I like the grey. Where's the grey? There's the grey. So colouring in him in grey. And then we're going to go for the stars and the moon, the same as we did before. And I think we still have a blue whale. There's my, the blue was a nice colour, wasn't it? No, purple one, which is gorgeous grey. Make it really girly colours. Where's my grey gone? It's my grey there. Oops. And then we'll do bringing the fresh freezer around here. So I'm going to use the blending brush on these again. Just checking the ends clean. And grey. And then colouring him in. Like so. Now, to step it up slightly, we're going to layer our sentiment. So, using my mat, just to see what size I need. So that is 5 centimetres by 1.5. If I do 5.5 by 1.5. Have I got a thinner strip? A thinner strip here. How thin? Oops. So I have a mug on the side of my desk that I put in all of my long strips. Is that about 1.5? Oh, we might be able to do it on that one. Yeah, we might be able to. So I think we're going to tie it in with the bubble bath again. So I hope my head's not in the way. I don't know what I'm going to do. I prefer using a longer ink block because I can see the card behind it. So I'm just going to swap this over. It's better. There. So I can now see exactly where it's going on that piece of card. It's better. It's only slightly out, but it didn't look right. So I'm going to trim that down using my cutter. Put that there. And then one about there. Make it 5. Right. I'm not sure if it's actually going to show up as well. See what happens when we pop it behind a strip of pink. I think I'm going to do it in the grey because I don't think that pops it enough. I think it's very wishy-washy. So I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to stamp again. This time using the smoky slate. So let's clean my stamp up again. That block. So that's better. A little bit there. And then snip it off that end. So smidge. That is better. And then it's just too wide. It's not too wide, so I'm going to cut that at. So if this is 5 centimeters, I'm going to add on. Do it for 6 because I think I'm having it slightly wider than I would normally. The right label. No, I do need to cut it at 5.5. It's always better to cut it slightly larger because you can always cut downwards. If you cut it too small, it's a bit hard to make it lighter. So we can have it like that. There's my image. Like that. That looks better. It does. Now I'm thinking I'm going to do these layers slightly at an angle. I think I am. Because that way, when I put this on the top, you'll see more of the designer series paper than just a thin line. So let's do. I might actually cut this down a fraction more. So if I take off 0.5 centimeter off the top, it's better. And then that needs a little smidgy off there. And then make that. So that was 12.8. There we go. That's better. Where's my sentiment gone? There. Sentiment still fits in. So let's get sticking with this one then. So we do it at an angle. This is where the multi-purpose glue is really good because I can wiggle it around so it's at an angle. Maybe that's, no, I prefer the white side. And this is going to go all over like that. So, and this we will have straight. That's better straight. Okay. Sticking the sentiment down. And I'm going to pop that Now we could either have it stuck on, but I'm going to pop it using some Stampin' Dimensionals. I've got right here. And I'll put one in the middle because our postal service, unlike America where they can say please hand frank, ours is all done by machine, so it can squish them down in the middle if they don't have a foam pad there. So we're going to add that. Oops. And my sentiment shifted because I didn't give it long enough to dry. Let's just shift it up a shift it there. That's it. So I'm going to pop that there. And then we can go for the glittery, for the iridescent foil gems that are really, really glittery. Oops, turn over. Oops, not on my nails. I'm just going to stagger them just around it, like so. So there's the second card. Now the final card, I'm going to really step it up now. So I need another card base. Move that out of the way. Right, so score it first, 14.85. Whoops, it's just fallen in the bin. My scorer, it's fine. Just pop it back in. There's the cut at 10.5. And then burnish this again so it lays flat. Now this time we're going to go for the pink again. Yeah, we're going to go for the pink again. So cut the piece down. So I do for 10. So 14.3. And this time I'm going to emboss it. And I'm going to use the stars. Stars or flowers. I can't decide whether they are stars or flowers. So I'm going to pop this in here. Change the plates over. And just run it through my cut and emboss machine. So it comes out like so. Now I can never decide which way, because both sides look really nice. So I'm thinking I might go for that at the top this time. Card base. And that's fine. And then I've got thought I'd got some bubble bath twine, but I haven't. I've only got the blue and the lemon lolly, and that's Calypso coral. So I'm just trying to think of a ribbon I could use in it. Might not do that then. So that's my matte layer. So now I'm going to ink my crib. But this time we're not going to have a mobile hanging over it, basically because it's going to be harder to cut and it'll be quite flimsy. So I'm just using a piece of basic white cardstock to stamp my image onto. We'll have a little elephant, and we will do anything else. I might do the mobile's going to be a pain to cut out, but we'll stamp it just in case, because we could use a circle punch on it. So this time I'm going to colour with lens. So I'm going to colour using the light one. I'm going to colour it in. I start in the middle so I don't colour the wrong bit in. So see how it's coming up really bright. Like so. And then I'm going to use the darker one for the stand. Just colour these in. Oh, there's a bit of the base there. I'm going to colour in the top. So then I'm actually going to go around the very lightly on the bottom of the rim because it's going to be slightly darker there. There'll be a little bit of a shadow. Then do the same on the other side. Do it very lightly on the underside of it. And I'm going to colour in the back bit. So I'm going to make that a little bit darker by going over it a bit more than I did the front sides. There we go. Okay. And then what colour shall we? Then I'm going to use the basic grey for the mattress. So you can mix your pencils with your inks, with your blends, with the right markers. Okay. so. There we go. Now, what colour to have the blanket have I got? I think I'm going to go for pencils because it's more subtle for it. And we'll use Melon Mambo again. Like so. Colour that in. And see if I can see if the white makes any difference to it. It just makes it slightly different white. Making sure that I've got a very clean nib. Look, just blend it in a bit. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to do a pink elephant. I'll make it flirty pink. Flirty flamingo pink this time. Just couldn't find my blender pen. I'll just do this. Right, so I'm going to fussy cut out this crib, and these paper snips are ideal for doing that. Tape on there. So all you need to do is literally move the paper as you cut. Just leaving a very thin border around it. Like so. I have tried other pairs of scissors, but these are really, really worth getting. And they're very, very sharp. So mind your fingers. So, nearly finished. Oops. Like so. So that will then be able to go on top of this, like so. I'm liking that already. And like that. Now, I do want to put some ribbon on it. Now, we used to have crinkle ribbon. It is retired, but it is really nice because if you've got white ribbon, you can colour it using the blends. So I'm going to use a dark brush end this time. and just colour it like so. So you can colour any ribbon using pens. Oh, that's long enough. So how does that look? It's hidden, right? That's hidden. So what could be used as well? I need a thicker white. Oh, I could add a. Let's just leave that for now. I'm not sure where it's going to go. Crib's going to go like that. The little elephant here. We're going to cut out there. I think will this fit? Cloud. Will that fit on a cloud? Yes, it will. So I'm going to take another piece of basic white cardstock. This time I'm going to punch out a cloud. So that can go over there. Stamp sentiment on it. And then using some white Baker's Twine. Could be the last one in the pack. I think I'm going to stamp a couple more elephants and colour them in, and we'll do a mobile using the elephants. So let's just colour those in. We said we do them. Mambo, wasn't it? So let's do a fresh freesia one. So it's a bit lighter. And a 30 Flamingo one. Yeah. Let's just colour those in. I think I'm going to fussy cut them out. Like so. Just cut that off. Just cut them a bit here. There's one. Just cut. So I've got so much card to fiddle with. So that side, a bit, this is the last bit, just cut that out. So little pink one. Around his tail. Around his little toes. So and then finishing off like that. Right, so let's build this card up. Start with sentiment on. And we'll use the grey again because the pink didn't quite show, did it? So let's do this again. I'll come that way or that way around. We'll go that way around. That's what's nice with the punch is that it can go whatever way you want it to go. Go. Ink on my hand again. Welcome, little one. Now, I want 3 strips of the string, so let's cut that. We'll cut them the same shape, length for now, and we can always make them shorter. So I'm going to use a bit of tear and tape. Oops, got glue dots. Put that back up there. Some tear and tape. I'm just going to put it along the bottom here. And then peel it off. Peel the tape off. Come on. Oh, can't see it. Sometimes I can get this to work straight away and lift it up. Other times I struggle. And this is going to be one of those days where I struggle with it. That's it. So we want one to hang from there. One to hang from the middle and one from the end. Like so. And I'm going to add some foam pads to it. Oops. Like so. There we go. So that'll fit on like that. I think I'm going to have a short one in the middle and a not quite so long one there. And not quite so long one there. Now I just want to add a little bit of colour to that cloud because it looks a bit flat. So I'm going to use, I think, shall we use the pink again? Let's just do a test, see how it looks. So using a scrap of, which is this scrap of cardstock, you can ink your, yeah, that looks all right. Ink your cardstock on the edges so it lifts a bit. Let's just try the grey as well. See which one's is better. So you can see, I think the grey is going to look better because that pink is really bright. So let's just, oops, do a little bit around the edges. Like so. Whoops. You can go down there. So just doesn't matter if you don't do all of the edges because a cloud may not have all the edges showing. There's that string. Let's do this last bit. Like so. And that pops it slightly. So let's get sticking. So we said we were going to have. I should wondering whether the back side of it works better than that side. I think I'm going to keep that side. Change your plan. Let's stick that down. Let's do our twine. It's now got stuck on the back of it. That's fine. So let's pop that up here. And we're going to pop up the crib, which I had and then lost. So here's the crib. So we'll pop that up as well. And I want some minis as well, some mini dots. We'll just go for the feet, for the legs, because the big one, standard size ones are just too big for that. So I've got a gap there, so I'll stick one in there. That's better. I'll stick one in there as well. Oops, come on. So we'll pop that there. Right, so let's get these elephants on that. Is a big one going to fit? Yes. So let's pop that down. Whoops, put that straight. Yeah. Put that down. So I think I want that a bit shorter, even still. And pop that one. Oh, whoops, only up. Like so. And then we can add some embellishments, and I think we are going to go really, really sparkly now. We'll go for the iridescent rhinestones. Do a nice big one there. And some little ones. another. Have a big one. Let's do 3 big ones. Come on. And I think if we put one, so, and then we'll have some small ones on another one there, and one there. There we go. So there is my third card. So today we have done some other cards. So today we did a really simple beginner stamper one. We then stepped it up by using layers. And then we fussy cutted and embossed on this one. Just swap screens around. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing the cards I've made. If you like the stamp set, remember you can get it with any order or where you spend £45 or more. This is my shop. And of course, you can always go onto my website and see my blogs and other bits and pieces. So until next time, happy stamping and crafting. Bye.